Hello, everyone. Welcome back or welcome to my channel, Spiritual Energy. This morning, I got a few messages from God. One that I'm going to start off saying that I was discussing with him the energy that I was feeling in my root chakra. And he was telling me to take that energy and continue it up my spine. And I did receive confirmation from this through a business sign that repeated the word as soon as I felt it, which was spine. So, and then he confirmed that by showing a vision of the Kundalini awakening or the word Kundalini. As I was shuffling my cards this morning, I felt the cards weigh heavier than they ever had and a lot more sticky, symbolizing a very sticky situation um for the divine masculine, divine feminine, whoever is at that stage or awareness who is not currently awakened, etc., etc. So let's talk about it, because I can talk about the divine feminine side. um I'm going to be shuffling off of here, okay? So an offer. Thank you, God, because he goes in to say that it's a reversal offer, meaning that it's something that's like for the divine masculine or the divine partner to recognize the direction in which they were going in and saying, hey, here's your chance. I'm going to give you an offer to basically uno reverse it, okay? To go ahead and take that back, and you get to go back to something previously, okay? And then they bring up the Queen of Clubs, which is somebody who's going to be, thank you, God, condoning the relationship or giving confirmation, because it comes with great advice. So it's someone who they are able to trust or they look up to in a particular way, and they're able to confide in this person, and that's where they'll be receiving that from. And he says the word gratification, an unexpected gift or visit. Ooh, boy. So I'm just like, and then I'm okay. So this is a card that I'm trying to stick back in there. This one falls out first. So where there was a third party situation before, that is still going to be there. There's, like I said, this is a very sticky situation. So it's almost as if like they get an offer to either they receive an offer, like we said, to hit the Uno reverse. They talk to someone about it, receive that confirmation, talking about a guest featured appearance where they come in for a visit, but it's not without saying like, hey, I'm still a part of this third party situation that I do have intentions on canceling. It's just this very sticky situation where there might be a contract or something else involved. So we do have the Ten of Hearts, which is, look at that, good opportunities, good fortune after difficulties. Okay, so good luck and success on this one. So it is going to turn out to be a successful situation. It's just some things that they'll have to end up getting through right now. And then he just said, so be mindful and prepare yourself as well. Guys, there's been many of us who have been receiving multitudes, he just said, multitudes of confirmations to prepare yourself for a swift um, move out of a situation, okay? If you've been in the situation and you've been hearing messages over and over again, hey, you're going to move. Hey, prepare yourself to move. And you're like, but it hasn't happened yet. Who am I waiting on? What am I waiting for? By the time that this comes up for you, it has to be so swift. There is a particular energy in your life, if you are part of this collective energy, that does not want to see you in that state, that does not want you to move. So whenever you try to move, it's like, oh, this came up. Oh, this came up. Why isn't this going through? Like, I'm trying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because it's not the time. You have to be completely and entirely packed up or cleared of the situation as best as possible. And you know what best as possible is. Having things halfway done or trash still left in your house or things that need to be donated, that is not completed. You must be completed as if you were moving tomorrow, which means only leaving out toiletries and your basic necessities. And don't let basic necessities include two different types of perfumes here. You understand? We're narrowing down. Thank you, God. He said, we're narrowing down the space. What comes in after that is yet another change in financial status, good fortune after difficulty, changes for the better. And this is coming in at 1010. So reminding you of divine timing and divine success. Okay. We also have he just said a kindred spirit that's coming in. It's a very more matured spirit that ends up pulling through. With that being said, on this sticky situation, it's like progress, progress, progress. At the end of it, here comes that situation where either there is this person who is on the other end of the breakup. Thank you, God, that ends up trying to come in and block it. Okay. Saying, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have this. And that's that one that you seen I was trying to like pop it back into, and it was like, this one is trying to stay out. You're trying to tuck that situation back away. It's like it's not over yet. There's also the Queen of Diamonds that says that there's a little bit gossip that comes with this. So thank you, God. Somebody who their will soon to be ex situation is connected with a family member or someone who is actually close to them or has been close to them, and they're trying to confide in them and talk to them to basically get this family member or friend to steer the divine masculine in the wrong direction, or which in a direction that is favorable more towards them. He said he's got some things to go through too as well. Thank you, God. But divine partnerships, with this, nothing will be able to stand in the way. Okay, so no matter what it is that they're trying to do, just as swiftly as your movement has to be, it has to be that for them too. So it's like both of y'all just being at the ready, and then as soon as God says go, y'all are like, okay, let's go, grab you, let's run. Okay, it's a heist, it's a runaway situation. So he said trust and believe in this. Before, where it was the Seven of Hearts, because some of you may still feel reluctant to want to give in or cater to this energy fully, and he's saying with the Seven of Hearts that before, where it was an unreliable having an unreliable love interest in you, it's like full force now. You're gonna know for sure because they're coming in clutch with a whole plan, a whole idea of what they see for now, like what they've seen past, to be able to get through that forgiveness section, present and future. Okay, letting you know, like, I'm looking out for hope in so many different ways. So they are going to be giving to you, thank you, God, this sort of forecast over your situation. And that'll be confirmation in itself because it'll be in a way or in a means that you have not felt from them before. Okay. Pulling out with the romance angels, we do have this could be the one. You've already met your romantic partner. So through this, and since we are talking about the whole divine partnership, twin flame relationship, yes, you met this person before, but as far as saying this could be the one, thank you, God, he wants you to feel some sort of optimism and almost like not so sure, so that way you don't cling on. Okay, that way we won't end up getting obsessive. It's just like this could be the one, but we don't want to tell you for sure because we don't want you to lock down and like grip your claws into this person. Okay, We do have two, healing family issues, and a confirmation for right here where they'll be receiving the advice is let your friends help you. Ask and accept support for others. And this could even be, even if you're in a wilderness season where you don't particularly have a lot of friends, um, they'll still be reaching out to you. They'll still be finding you. You know, you use out there, I was about to say out there in the wild, random store opportunities for someone to discuss and kind of drop little breadcrumbs for you or drop hints or um, toggled memories, he just said, turning those things on to remind you like of who you are, of this situation. It's like, confirmation after confirmation, these are my friends. A drop, he just said, a drop of the dime and a drop of the hat, because this is a whole hat stack, okay? But we do have wedding on top of this, and he just said, so look forward to this. Thank you, God. He said, take all of these. We're gonna experience and express out, put out all these, but we do have wedding, excuse me, ultimately express your love. No holding back. Yes, we are pacing ourselves, but yes, we are expressing our love, or we're putting forth, thank you, God, excellent and good communication. Okay. Don't hold anything back as as far as saying, oh, I'm not going to discuss this or that. No, we're putting it all out there on the table. When we talk about engagement, your love ascending to a higher level. So this isn't just a regular plain wedding, as we talked about in the beginning about the Kundalini awakening. This will be on a deeper level, but don't expect for it to be the whole fireworks situation, because you want to leave room for God to express His beautiful creativity in within your union. Okay. They do talk about children. Your love life is being affected by children, and they're saying not necessarily negatively. They want to be very, the word just left me. They want to be very specific in how they handle the situation with the children, okay? Um, they're very observant, and they're coming from a place where it's like, I have to be very intentional about this because this person is carrying something else with them. Okay, so for those of you who are having other baggage, I don't care if this is a dog that, you have to have quarantine or get, certain shots or whatever before you move, or whatever the situation is, but they're being very, thank you, God, considerate. Thank you, God, that's the word. They're being very considerate of how they handle the situation in particular because of what you're bringing with you. Okay, he said, thank you, God, things that can neither be destroyed or left behind. And then they say very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Recently, I did have a sit down talk with God as I was driving, and I remember that that morning I was not able to see any license plate numbers. Okay, he wasn't showing me any repetitive license plate numbers, and as I looked, I remember seeing this, random license plate that had a flag on it and some numbers, and it just passed me on by. And about 10 to 15 miles later, as I'm making all these different turns for Amazon Flex, I look up, and right in front of me is that truck. And God proceeds to say, whatever you thought had passed you up, it's coming in shortly. It's coming in quickly, and it's coming in soon. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, when you hear shortly, it's like I'll be there shortly. It's and it coming up soon. You can have a vacation planned out months in advance, but when that last week and a half ends up coming up, it just feels like, where did the time go? Like, how do I not have everything ready? So he's just giving you that reminder, like, well, I told you, I did tell you early, I did give you enough time to prepare, but it's all about your, thank you, God, your micromanaging skills. Okay, how much can you micromanage? There's a lot of things that are out of your control, but during the time that you do have control, what are you doing with it? How are you utilizing that time? Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and comment if this resonated with you. I pray and hope to see you all soon. I know I have not been as consistent as I would like to be, but coming up on this new and freeing abundant time, I pray that I have more of that to give y'all. And I do pray that I have more of that to give y'all now, but when it be and as it be. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check in with you guys soon.